Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Fantasy Football Fallout. This is where I watch every game every week trying to find you, the fantasy football diamonds in the rough. So I'm reading between the lines. I'm trying to predict what the offenses are going to do to the defenses and vice versa. This game is all about that fun game to watch, the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Carolina Panthers. Check it out. All right, everybody, so let me start with Jacksonville, the road team here. I actually had them on the cover. I thought Jacksonville was going to win this game outright. I thought that this defense was going to be able to not bottle up Christian McCaffrey because you can't really bottle up Christian McCaffrey, but I thought they were going to limit him. That was wrong. And I thought that they were going to make Kyle Allen kind of beat them throwing the ball down the field. That was wrong. So kudos to Carolina. They had a nice game plan. I thought both teams actually had nice game plans. It was more scoring because I like both of these defenses. It was more scoring than I thought that there would be. But it was fun to watch nevertheless. So let's dig in here. Gardner Minshew, who I love. I had a video about how I don't think he looks like Uncle Rico. It's labeled, if you're interested, it's labeled Why ESPN Sucks. I believe if you actually search for that by itself on YouTube, it'll probably be one of the first videos to pop up there for you. But I hate that ESPN promo, that whole thing that they did, but I love Gardner Minshew, man. I love me some Gardner Minshew. 26 completions, 44 attempts, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And, dude, the chemistry he has with DJ Chark is incredible. If you've been watching this, I was on DJ Chark early in this season. I said pick him up, snap him up. I'm sure he's gone in your leagues by now. 8 catches, 11 yards on 11 targets. 164 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's a big target. Gardner Minshew gives him chances to score. And this is what I love about quarterbacks, particularly young quarterbacks, is he's not afraid just to let the ball fly. If he sees single coverage, he says, screw it. I got a 6'4 receiver who I trust. Let me put it up and see if he can catch it. And Chark comes down with the ball, man. He's good. I thought Conley was going to have a kind of a better game than Dede Westbrook. I was off on that one. I got the prediction on Chark correct. I got the Conley and Westbrook prediction jumbled there. So Conley had 1 catch for 26 yards. Not great. Dede Westbrook, on the other hand, 11 targets, 7 receptions, 82 yards, no touchdowns. But outside of that, Leonard Fournette, I predicted successfully that he would have a nice day. 23 attempts, 108 yards, and a touchdown. But Jacksonville, look, 3 lost fumbles. Gardner Minshew, 3 lost fumbles. It's going to happen, unfortunately. One of those was a fluke. It was I think a tight end was playing H-back, and he buzzed Minshew as he was going back to hand the ball off to Fournette. But let's be real, guys, that's at least the overtime. It might even have been the cover. You can't turn the ball over 3 times. I think I'm looking at Carolina. I don't see a lost fumble on their stat line and no interceptions. +3 in turnovers against a team like Carolina, especially when it's a scoring shootout. It's tough to overcome, and Jacksonville couldn't. Now, let me talk a little bit about, I think we're over here because there's no really buddy worth picking up on the Jacksonville side. I mean, Fournette's going to be snapped up. DJ Chark should be snapped up. And Westbrook and Conley are all matchups based. So I always say check back the touchdown predictor. I probably hit, I want to say maybe 70% of the touchdowns this week. So it's very accurate. Check it. That thing releases later in the week. Let me talk about Kyle Allen. 17 completions on 30 attempts. 181 yards. That was exactly what I thought Kyle Allen would do, and that's exactly why I thought Jacksonville was going to win this game in an upset. But then you look at Christian McCaffrey's stat line. Again, I got this one way wrong. 19 attempts, 176 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now, in my start him, sit him, I say, hey, start McCaffrey. I figured McCaffrey, I didn't expect him, by the way, in the passing game for McCaffrey, 6 receptions on 9 targets, 61 yards and a touchdown. I did not expect Christian McCaffrey to have 3 touchdowns. I thought maybe 1. Definite start. But 3 touchdowns from scrimmage. He had, what is that, 237 yards from scrimmage. Dude's a beast, man. He's a monster. You start him every week, regardless of what people like me, right? At least I say start him every week. I'm not somebody who lives and dies by the analytics. I do them, but I'm not that big of a tool, right? Christian McCaffrey's always a good start. I thought DJ Moore would be a touchdown candidate this week. I thought he'd get in. He had a nice game, though. If you play DraftKings, he had 6 receptions, 91 yards. That's 15.1 points. Again, I thought he was going to get in the end zone. He didn't get it. Christian McCaffrey was eating all the touchdowns. So good for Christian McCaffrey. Curtis Samuel, I thought would have a decent average day. I didn't really think he'd be a start, but he was a 3 reception on 6 target from 19. That ended up being right. Didn't really get anything going. Greg Olsen, I thought, would have a tough sledding, and he did. He actually didn't even have a single catch this week on 2 targets. So, the analytics-wise, one big miss with Christian McCaffrey, a bunch of hits in this game, which is nice. But, moving forward in the season, I really don't see a lot to pick up unless DJ Moore becomes available, because I do like him getting better and better throughout the season. I'm a little bit higher on Deontay Moore in Pittsburgh to get better and better, but DJ Moore, he's probably on a roster anyway, so Deontay Johnson, I think, is the waiver gem so far this week as I work my way through the game. So there you go. There's another episode. It's Jacksonville versus Carolina. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please subscribe to our channel and watch some more videos. I do every single game every week. There's a lot of good insight on there. Some missed plays here and there. Will Fuller, for example, could have had 4 touchdowns this week. He was a half a yard away from having 4 touchdowns. It's crazy. But yeah, check those videos out. Subscribe to the channel. Watch some more videos. Share our videos if you know anybody that would like them. And check us out on another episode.